Hello again, everyone. It's Ariel Helwani here with Platinum Mike Perry, who, of course, this past Saturday in Las Vegas picked up a massive win over Mickey Gall. He was the talk of the town. Everyone talking about before the fight, what he was saying, during the fight, after the fight. One of the big stories coming out of the event, and it's great to talk to him again. Mike, thank you very much for the time.
What's up, bro? It's good to be here. You're a nice guy. I be trying to give you a hard time because nobody does.
Mike, my heart was broken. I saw we did this interview. It was a nice interview. You were a little fired up, but I get it. Pre-fight, a lot of stress. And then I see you on some other show and you're taking shots at me left and right. I thought we were boys.
Hey
We've been
man,
through a lot.
you I think you play both sides, bro. Cause I know you're nice and stuff, but you got your job, like you gotta go fishing. And I mean, just like you're fishing with heat. You know what I'm saying? Like just you're involving your own face and the thought of you in problems that are just upsetting.
So are you mad at me right now?
No, I'm good. Life is, I mean, I'm just, I feel like I have nothing left to do except fight again. I feel good, so I'd be ready to fight again soon. Team or no team. I watched a little bit. My friend texted me and was like, yo, Cormier and Helwani are talking about you live right now. And I went and swiped up and I came in where and Cormier was talking about, oh, that's something I don't want to do. And he was like, imagine in the Ponzinibbio fight. And instantly I thought, well, it was like the same case in the Ponzinibbio fight. Nobody was saying nothing in my corner. Nobody had nothing to say in my corner. And the way that I trained for the Ponzinibbio fight, um, a lot of that was how I was thinking this fight was going to be. I was just going to go out and scrap, and I was just going to go off of reaction. And then I see some videos or some people talking about the stand up or whatever, and acting like they think they understood what they were looking at. But Mickey Gall, yes, he did a good job. He was sticking and moving, and he tried to use his reach, and he ran a lot. And I didn't take a step back. For example, Alan Joban, he was saying how, uh, my stand up didn't look polished and this and that. But I mean, bro, just don't even get me started, bro. I mean, if he wants to fight again, we could do that. And I will end his other career this time. I'll bust his face up. And, bro, everybody just kind of, they want to sideways talk. Like they want to be nice to your face or whatever, or like they want to ask a dumbass question and try to be nice about it. But like, I just don't like anybody, bro. They're all seem sideways. They all try to say something that just kind of they want to get to you. They want to ask you questions that it doesn't really matter. Like nobody's really got nothing to say. You know what I mean? Nobody really has anything to say. So at the end of the day, it's like, let's just fight about it.
Well, I just want to clear up, and then we can move on. I have respect for you. I feel like I've always treated you well. You've always been good to me. And, afterwards, as you mentioned on the show, I texted you after the interview because I would do that. It seemed like you were a little mad. I wasn't sure if you were mad at me or about something else that was going on. So I just wanted to make sure that we were all good. That was it. I was just trying to clear the air and I wasn't trying to, play games or anything like that. I feel like we've always been, we've always kept it real with each other. And so that's why. And when I find out someone's upset with me, I go right to the source. I want to hash it out. I want to clear the air and then we can move on and have a productive relationship. So I hope that, there's no hard feelings or anything like that now. And I thought you looked amazing on Saturday. And I think what you did, as I said on the show on Monday, was brilliant. Everyone was talking about you going into the fight, during the fight. I mean, I've never looked forward to, in between a round more so than I did on Saturday for your fight. And then after the fight, everyone was talking about you as well. It was great marketing. It was great promotion. That's what this game is all about, right? Prize fighting. You want people to watch you compete. And everyone was talking about you just as much as the main event. So kudos to you, my man.
Well, thank you, bro. I appreciate that. I mean, that's
And
the
that's no
goal at the
sideways
end of the
talk.
day.
That's real talk.
Hey, that's the goal at the end of the day. Don't be pointing that gun finger
Oh,
at me,
sorry,
man.
sorry,
You be
sorry, man.
careful where you point that
Sorry,
thing.
sorry, sorry, sorry. My bad. I was just trying to hammer home the point. Are you surprised at how much? Because look, I know you're mad about the haters and people, but Mike, I don't know if you realize this. A lot of people dig you. Like a lot of people were showing you love, talking about you. The fighters were talking about you. Did you notice all that stuff? The
Bro,
praise that you were getting?
but I feel like if you like me, you can still keep my name out of your mouth, bro. I don't care if you talking about me, bro. My money's on contract to go win the fight, not to do this, not to talk, not to be spoken about. Obviously, I can't stop people from what they want to speak about, but I'm just saying, if you like me, don't try to sit here and act like you understand what you don't understand. Because if I was in your face, you don't understand what to do with me. You don't. Nobody does.
Fair enough. Are you happy with the entire body of work on Saturday? Like, were you happy with your performance?
I mean, I could have and should have gotten the finish. Um, he was good though. He did a good job of he's shown his growth in the sport where he kept his composure in situations. There's that picture of me trying to ground and pound him. And he's got like a calm look on his face to stuff the shots coming in. And he his survival ability in the sport has grown. And he so it's just back to the work for me. And I don't know. I feel like if he would have committed more with combinations rather than a poke and a run, I feel like I'd have been able to hit him with some combos and really would have rattled his head and probably would have gotten a finish. So, I'm not tripping. I am happy with my performance, and I think with a more experienced guy who will actually try to get the finish. I don't know if guys are ever even going to try to get the finish with me. They're probably going to try to point me. I intimidate the entire welterweight roster. Um, Guys know what's up when they come to fight me because I got power, and I'm trying to take your head off.
Now, what about the experience of fighting in the empty arena and in the smaller cage? Did you like it overall?
Yeah, that was cool, man. I had so much time to think, especially in between rounds. Like it's like I could see the next round in my head with the quiet in the corner. And obviously, the crowd or whatever. But like it's still like the crowd is like white noise most of the time. There's so much going on that it just becomes focused and like so in there it was I heard Bisbing and not what they were saying, just more like, oh, and and then in the corner it was just like I got to calm my heart rate and um it gave me like energy for the next round and I could sit there and I was sipping that water and I was thinking about how the next round was going, about what he was doing in the last round, how he's moving side to side, and it was good.
So you can never hear the commentators during the fight?
Not really, no, I didn't hear them.
Okay. Um, Obviously, a lot was made of the fact that your girlfriend was in your corner. How do you think she did as a corner person overall?
Well, she did what I told her to do. Put the ice on my neck and tell me I look good and I'm doing a good job. That's all I wanted to hear, I guess, and that's all I needed to hear at that time. But watching the fight back, I could teach her how to tell me other things too. And I've done that before. I've said coaches learn more from coaching me than I ever learned from them coaching me.
Hmm.
So, you know, uh, I'm the ultimate teacher. I'm the master out there, and I can create what I want. So, I mean, it doesn't matter. I would like to just go get some work with some big bodies like Yoel and spar him and see what that feels like. And and then get ready to go fight again.
Since it went so well and you seem happy with it, why not stick with this with just you and her in the fights? No other people, no other corners.
Well, I mean, to be honest with you, bro, I think God is going to do what he wants. I think things go the way they go, no matter how much I try to force or push or move or try to do anything. And he let me go out there relaxed and, kind of, I don't know. I had a peace of mind out there. And, like, yeah, it's a good thing. Like, it is. And I could do it again against anybody at any level. I don't care. I could do it again because I don't need anything when I'm in there fighting. I'm gonna let the shots go when I see the shots. Um, which okay, I may have missed some shots, and they were talking about maybe it was the lack of sparring, but the lack of sparring still gave me this like ferocity to want to fight and to get into it, and bless you, I missed shots because I was trying to close the distance. He was moving well. A lot of those misses are pump fakes and setups to angles and into the next shot. So I could do it again, but it's just the bodies. And South Florida is on my list. We're going. Um, I know guys down there. There's good bodies to work with down there. I've known Dean Thomas for years. He shouted some stuff out on Twitter or whatever, and my management team is down there. There's guys to work with down there, and then there's other places to go too. We're gonna follow. We're looking to follow the money, and or try. Maybe I'm the money, and I need the money to follow me or whatever. I don't know. We'll figure it out. If they called again and said, we fighting in a month, I'm not gonna say no. I'm gonna be like, yeah, I got what I need. I'm gonna go outside and start running, do some pull-ups, do some push-ups, go hit a heavy bag, and I'll show up the same way.
So you're ready to go. You wouldn't mind fighting again in August or around that time frame.
I sure wouldn't. I'm ready.
You know who's a name that hasn't really been brought up, but I feel like the build up to the fight would be incredibly entertaining, and it would just be a lot of fun for everyone involved, and a fun matchup as well. Mike Perry versus Nathan Diaz. What do you think of this?
I think he's a skinny, weak little like Mickey Gall. I mean, I respect what he's done in the sport. Um, he plays the guard game and jujitsu, and he thinks he can box with that little weak ass punches that he's got, little salt and pepper punches. He doesn't stand a chance to hit me hard enough. Um, I'd hit him on the feet, same way Jorge Masvidal did, and I'd play his guard. I'd get half guard, sit on top of him. It'd look exactly the same as the Mickey Gall fight did, to be honest with you. So if you guys like that fight, then yeah, you'll probably like the Nate Diaz fight too, because he's a little more durable. He'll probably try to stand there and box back with me, but my power punches is just I'll sit him down. Everybody knows he's durable, so I'll bust that eye open again. Same. I mean, what can I say? I mean, look, that's not hate. I'm not hating on Nate Diaz. He's done things in the sport. He's made money. Good for him, dude. Um, I've always thought I'd beat that guy. And I mean, it's as simple as that. We're talking about one-on-one in the ring fight, and I win.
Is he atop your list, or is there a bigger fight out there
They're
that
all
interests
on
you?
my list. I want to fight them all. I'll fight them all. Whoever's next, bro, sign me up. That was the bum championships of the world. Platinum Mike Perry, the best bum on the planet then. And they should have gave me a belt. So let's fight more of these bums for them big chips. Let's go. I got big dollars to get. I'm trying to get to 1 million, and then we'll talk about my taxes.
Yes. Well, are you happy with your deal with the UFC? Because I know you said in the post fight, I'm not one of these guys who's trying to complain about my money, but it sounds to me like you think that you deserve more. Is that fair?
On some pay-per-view.
Right.
We all want. I mean, what do we fight for? We fight to go up, and let's go up. I mean, it is what it is. And we gonna put in contract the taxes is paid when platinum gets paid. That's it.
Have you ever had someone, and because I'll be honest, I don't really get this stuff. It's probably my weakness in life. Like, do you feel like you've had someone explain to you about what it's like to be in your position as a fighter with taxes and things like that? Because you guys aren't, like, you're not a typical employee, right? It's not like they just take the taxes out. It's a bit of a complicated process with training partners and coaches and things like that. Do you feel like that's something that's just never been properly explained to you, and that's why you find yourself in this situation?
No, I mean, look, I just go with the flow. I feel like things work out in the end, and I've had people try to do the things for me, but it's like I can do a better job when I do it myself because I don't miss nothing. No one's gonna take care of you like you and your things like you. And the stuff with the coaches is like I feel like I'm the only guy that I know in my old group of guys that paid his coaches and his team what I paid them. Like I paid out money, bro. I was paying people and I was the nicest guy when it come to like I know you guys are doing something for me. So I'm going to do all I can to to make it work for you. I was always trying to look out for people and trying to make sure that they had what they needed. Getting people hotel rooms and doing all this thing and all these things and then I paid them all right away after the fight and and now I'm like y'all should be paying me to be a part of what I'm doing. Simple.
Simple as that. So are you like, do you have any issues right now in terms of your tax situation, or do you feel like it's easily, like, it's just a general statement on the state of things where it's like, hey, I don't feel like I should be paying this much? The reason I
Yeah,
ask is because Nick Diaz, do you remember the Nick Diaz post fight interview after his GSP fight? What you were saying was reminiscent of what he said a few years ago.
I probably heard it before, and that all probably stemmed from deep down. I'm starting to feel it or whatever. But yeah, I mean, I feel like my tax guy and my ex-wife were like trying to like I don't know. They were always working together over the phone about my taxes, and I feel like they both were like missing things and weren't paying attention. And like this tax guy who was supposedly so good, but the tax people, like who he was these people. You when the Fertitta brothers owned the UFC had tax people for the fighters,
Hmm.
and then when the new people bought the UFC, when IMG bought the UFC, uh, they fired those guys, and those guys kind of branched off on doing their own thing, and they got so many of these UFC fighters, and they're the only guys who know how to do the international taxes. Apparently, that's such a difficult thing. Nobody knows how to do it. If you go talk to tax professionals, they don't know how to do overseas taxes and how we get our money back from those. And I'm like, the paperwork is just too hardcore for us when it seems so easy for the government to take. But then it's if we want anything from the government, oh, we gotta go through fire hoops and we gotta jump all these strings and it and I'm like, I I just bitch come you gonna have to come find me.
Fair
Shit,
enough.
I'm about to spend all this while out and then you just gonna have to come find me.
Did you get the Mai Tais yet?
I'm about to go get it all out the bank in cash and put it in my closet.
Did you get the Mai Tais yet?
Man, I got like this mixture. I don't even
Okay.
know how to make a Mai Tai, bro. I have never had a Mai Tai. I just was saying Mai Tai. I really wanted a pina colada. Um,
I love pina
but
coladas.
like I'm gonna find out how to make a Mai Tai. Last night I had a shot of Patron. That was the only alcohol that I've had. And it's you gotta be like depressed to wanna get drunk. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? And I'm kind of like up right now. So I have when I think about drinking liquor, I'm kind of like, ugh, it's gross. With this fight, bro, a couple days before the fight or before the weigh-ins, like I had this robot in Las Vegas make me a drink. It's like a restaurant with this robot makes all the drinks. And it's the first time in my life, I mean, I usually go by all these rules, like don't eat pork and up inside 30 days and don't have alcohol inside 30 days and don't smoke so many days. And with this fight, I was like, my whole thing since COVID has been like YOLO, we could die tomorrow. I could slip in the shower tonight and that'd be it. So I'm like, I'm gonna live today. I'm gonna make love. I'm gonna get high. I'm gonna have a drink. I'm gonna spend some money, and it's gonna come back one day or it ain't. And so I had a drink like Tuesday or Wednesday night when I was cutting weight. I thought the little bit of liquor would like help me, and then I don't think it was the liquor drink, but I don't know. We were walking around Vegas, and like I get this feeling. It's like I keep thinking Elon Musk because he says that he feels like we in a simulation, and I'm like, when I go to a place where there's a lot of people around, I feel like we in a simulation because the more people are around, like I get this headache, this migraine behind my eyeballs, and I'm like, oh, it's like the more simulations in one place is like start the circuit. And anyways, so like I had that drink and I was like walking around just sipping my little drink. And later that night, I got so sick and I thought for sure I had COVID. I was throwing up every hour from like
Whoa.
2 a.m. to 7, 8 in the morning. We had to check in our temperatures every morning. Every morning they checked our temperatures. And my went up to like 98.
Oh.
But I guess it wasn't high enough. Or I thought I had COVID and they just let me fight because it's just me and I'm the show and this and that. And they wanted to see my fight go down. So, but like low key, if it was the alcohol, either way, whatever it was, it worked for me because I had ate some food that night and that I probably shouldn't have ate. And the weight cut would have been a whole lot harder had I not thrown up all night. It helped me make weight, bro. I
Wow.
woke up the next morning, checked my temperature, and went for a run. That's it.
This was Wednesday going to Thursday or Tuesday going to Wednesday?
Um, this was Wednesday morning, Tuesday
Wow.
night. Yeah.
Damn. That is crazy. So maybe no more alcohol before the fight.
I don't know. Maybe some in the back before I walk out.
And what about after the fight? You guys didn't celebrate?
No, man, we had a flight in the morning. I was tired, and you know, I could say why, but
What?
uh
What do you mean?
nah,
You're
we were
holding
good.
out.
Just going back to the hotel. We had some pizza. I didn't have a drink or nothing. We just went back to the hotel and cuddled, man, and just chilling.
I feel like you're holding out on me, Mike, here. There's more to this story, but you're not telling us.
um, I don't think I'm allowed
Okay.
to talk about this yet.
Interesting.
So
Okay. Fair enough. So in conclusion, you are going to go to South Florida and train with ATT and Yoel and those guys. Is that the next move?
yeah, I think so. Yeah,
Okay.
we're going to Miami, man. I want to go to the beach.
And you'll see if you like it and kind of determine, but you haven't really made any final decisions about the team, the coaches, the corner, all that stuff. You're just going to let it roll.
Yeah, I mean, if they'll let me fight again with nobody, I'd be totally fine with that.
Why wouldn't they let
I
you?
mean, I really don't want to go from what I just did to go pay some big gym. I really don't want to pay. I mean, like, look, I'll go pay a membership like a regular person, and like I'll pay you guys for private lessons, but I'm not paying you off of my fight purse. That's mine. You wildin'. That's me. At the end of the day, you ain't helping me. That's what I just proved. I proved that. I on the whole sport. And you know what? I like Daniel Cormier, but John Jones don't give about no shit like that. John Jones would have went out there and fought him every time by himself. And I know people want to talk about PEDs and stuff. I don't know. I don't know about all that, bro. I don't know. So, I don't know. John, I mean, from what I knew from John personally, when I hung out with him a couple times, he's savage. He's savage. I like that dude. He's savage. He's got his own agenda. He's got his own he's got to deal with. And I was always been the same way. You know, and two guys like that, you know, you can have a good time together once or twice, and then it's like, all right, we're moving on. We got our own we gotta do. We gotta if you trying to be king, you gotta handle your own business. You gotta do it. You gotta keep it to yourself. You gotta just do it. Simple.
Well, you did just that this past Saturday, Mike. Congratulations to you. Congratulations to your girlfriend on her debut. She's undefeated as a corner person. Not a lot of people could say that in the game. So congratulations to both of you. And most importantly, I'm glad we cleared the air here today. I feel good about things because it was like a knife in the heart when I heard those comments.
You know, one thing about you nice guys, where you smile in the face and then, you know, you fish for these stories is that maybe I need to start doing that. I'm too real. I tell people when I get the chance, you know, like right now I got this platform and I'm trying to tell people like I hate you because all they do is make me hate them and make me want to delete my social media. But like, I won't let them do that to me because it's mine. But one thing y'all do, I need to start smiling in y'all's face. And then as soon as I see y'all think it'd be okay. And I just attack you from behind when you're not looking and I kill you.
Are you saying that to me or are you just saying in general?
I'm not going to kill you, Ariel. You're all right with me. You're all right with me.
I have never
maybe I should start telling people you're all right with me.
And then
I just attack them. So now you don't know.
I don't.
Am I being sincere or am I going to attack you when I say, am I going to give you the flat nose?
It would take a lot of work for mine. A couple.
Ah, man.
It's all good. I forgive you, Mike, for doubting me, okay?
Hey, we picked you first instead of TMZ, man.
Oh, well, thank you. Thank you. That's an honor. I appreciate it.
Look how you got them 3 posters right there.
Yeah. Oh, look at you.
Look at them 3 posters right there. That's the moon, the star, and the sun right there.
See, we got a lot more in common than you think.
Well, it's my girls. I mean,
hey, we're all in this
but
together.
Like it's been mine for the past few months. I've been living here, so I created that for myself.
You did.
It's the Mandela effect. We in these universes. Is this what did I call it earlier? A circuit? A simulation.
All right.
I'm stimulated in this simulation.
I feel you. I feel you. Mike, always a pleasure. Congratulations again, and thank you for the time. Looking forward to the next one.
Thank you to the UFC. Thank you, Ariel, for the platform to say the haters. And I look forward to fighting again soon and making a ton of money. Thanks.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN Plus.